afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting propaganda cast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of our land. All of you did exciting 2 versus 2 on the road to Kharkov. Between here in the south, we've got Formalin and Biggy fighting here for the Soviet Union for the glory of Comrade Stalin, and the 2nd Guards Tank Corps mobilized here to clear out this series of small villages and being held here by the Germans under the command of Raz. I'll just call him that because I've no idea how to pronounce the rest. And Australian Magic here fighting for the Reich, für Deutschland, for the Speerverband Wilhelm. We've got close air support, mobile defense, Jäger armor, breakthrough Luftwaffe, and special operations. We've got immediate choice of mechanized support for Formalin, where's Scout motor, mechanized support, and Soviet combined arms army is available here for Biggy, and he's got all guards bulletins as well. One can almost guess where he's heading. Troops heading down there. We've got 2 pioneers here for Australian Magic, double pioneers here with an MG42 then following up. Early Kuhlwagen here for Raz, bloody hiccups. Infernal hiccups even. With a support room company start here for Formalin, nothing really here for Biggy on the other hand. God damn it. Kuban keeping watch, ensuring no communists will advance too rapidly there. Pioneers moving up there. Securing points there. The MG42 slowly around. We got the truck moving about here. Not really doing so much here for Raz for the time being. Of course, group set up here for. There we go. Battle group headquarters rather close, but also surprisingly early. I mean, he really hasn't got much out on the field before he pops it. What do we have here? We got another MG42 up there for Australian Magic. 2 pioneers, 2 MG42s. Increasingly seem like we might be seeing an old Spectre return, and this one player who basically goes heavy on support, while the other one goes heavy in the infantry. Again, you should always at least have just a few units of infantry, just as sort of, you know, precaution in case something goes a bit off. Plus, also, otherwise you're going to let your teammate do all the work and bleed out faster than you, and which again causes problems. And it's got pioneer Indonesian constant support, bit of a quick harassment there, but quickly pushed off, not going to last long, but even then a few moments there, away from fuel, quick a bit of good there for the Germans, have pulled off correctly. And Australian Magic goes here for close air support, the Luftwaffe being readied in support here for the Speerverband. Stukas being loaded with munitions and bombs. Sturmpfine moving in, forcing with the conscripts, the Sturmgewehrs tearing into their exposed backs. At the same time, engagement up here, we've got pioneers pushed back here with the conscript forces and then before too late to prevent any assault from moving any further. And the conscripts here seem to be losing out to the Sturmpfine. I know the Sturmpfine ended up breaking away as well. We've got 2 conscript squads there reacting from Biggy in response to this assault. We've got sandbags going up, we've got mines going up, and we've got Formalin moving up here with a 82mm mortar. We've got, on the other hand, also a mortar here from Australian Magic, a Granatenwerfer, as to what Australian Magic constitutes. Beer, I suppose, or a big bag of poisonous animals. Anyways, Kuhlwagen there, the conscripts are pressing them. We got the info up here, by the way. Nice use of the barbed wire to basically deny heavy cover here to the enemy. Good job there. Could there be some mines here? No, he's just going for the point there. Flammenwerfer up there for Australian Magic as well. We've got sandbags going up here. Good, good. I mean, some players do neglect sandbags, but again, it is becoming increasingly more common to see Soviet players using sandbags sort of tactically, again, to give them sort of more advantageous terrain. And again, for example, here, it's going to certainly make them a bit harder to push off overall. So, nicely executed there. And of course, also note the way he's positioning. He can pretty much that way also ensure his opponent can't even use the cover to hold the point itself. He wants to take it one step further. He can have his engineers lay down a layer of barbed wire here to pretty much fully prevent his opponent from using it. Pioneers screaming about there. Nothing from the battle group headquarters. We're actually seeing he seems to have lost a bit. In fact, he's not got a lot there at all. And he's gone for breakthrough actually. We've got Biggy there with guards modes pretty much within the first 5 minutes. Everybody's chosen doctrine. That's a bit rare to see. Not that I'm complaining. He could have, for example, oh, he's going for an officer. A Sturm officer has been sent in to support the Speerverband to organize the defenses as the Russians advance. Meanwhile, got comes here, pushing back the MG42. The assault team seems to rather rapidly overcome things here. Probably because I'm guessing they attacked up for their catching the MG42 off guard. That's really the only way I can imagine it. Maximum opening up the Kuhlwagen. Oh dear, the only thing here saying the Kuhlwagen is the fact that Biggy did not get any anti-tank range. Then again, out! Out! He pulled away too quickly. They didn't get off a few finishing shots there. Otherwise, he could have gotten the Kuhlwagen there. Instead, he did not. And now we got the Sturmpfine as of they're sweeping in. And of course, Maxim here quickly rapidly moved up to support. But seems like Biggy so far is making no big deal of it. Meanwhile, we got Formalin moving up here. The Victor, of course, also not here with that. They both got a support weapon company. We got an early fuel cache there. Good job, by the way. It's only going to help them up here. Meanwhile, MD42 Malta doing a good job. They should move up the officer, by the way, to support here, since it also benefits, I believe, his teammates. And, of course, the MD42 then coming on the officer's supervision could do him a bit of good, I believe. And again, Malta gains it, but the MD42 is the one that needs it. And there we go. Oh, he moves it away then, but of course that 2-tail mortar here from Formalin. The officer is here though, with this mighty Luger. It's not that mighty really, it just looks cool. And there you go, Sturm officer firing away. Molotov again, fails to connect. And there you go, the conscripts are run off here by the officer's seal. And MD42 they're getting some kills. Incendiary rounds could have been utilised. Mortar going down there, another MD42 nearby. Assault continuing up here. Germans definitely a lot of pressure after the assault, are really pushing in with assault. They could consider laying down some mines here and there, though, just in case the assault fails and they're pushed back, in which case the Germans will have a bit of a time they're pushing forward. We've got Tech up here, by the way, for Australian Magic. We've got a Laxman. He's getting Panzer Grenadier, so he's actually using infantry, but he's using much heavier infantry here, not the Grenadiers, but he's relying on the Panzer Grenadier. Achtung, looks like the spare commander here might be increasingly formed out of elements from a Panzer Grenadier division and possibly here due to the presence of the Panzerfusilier elements of the Großdeutschland as well. Got a large push up here. Guards are arriving here for Formalin. I think we got a heavy mortar here moving up for Biggy as well. So the Soviets are really just keeping up the pressure. They could, by the way, take away territory there. Mortar not advancing up the support here. I think that's a bit of a mistake. But then again, the assault here seems to have failed. We got a large push here from Raz to push away the Russian here from these pioneers joining in. And we've got here mortar supporting from Australian Magic as well. Large assault here, the Panzerfusilier, Sturm Pioneer, and the Sturm Officer. The only not Sturm here is the Fusilier, because there weren't ever any Sturm Fusilier. And he's got the Max in a lot of trouble, the officer and his subordinates really tearing apart that crew in moments. They do not stand a chance there. His expert leadership tearing them apart with well-pointed fingers. Look at that! Shoot it! It's a Russian! My God, I never thought about that before. And he's got Panzer moving up here. Panzer is doing the best holding back. Quick about Lading. Might be able to solve the advance a bit there though from them. You want Max maybe recruited by the Sturm Pioneer. Bit expensive there to do that. We got the officer doing though. He might want to pop force retreat here on them. Sort of cover the retreat there of the Maxim, but no, looks like he might still put off. Getting off some good shots there with the Luger and the Kar-90Ks there. Panzer being slightly pushed back there. Panzers continuing up. We've got Guards infantry moving up here for Formalin. We've got more Guards infantry on the way here for Biggy. Geballte Ladung drop there. Basically a regular Steelhand grenade with more warheads bundled around it for extra explosive power. Panzers need to fall back though. Schnell. Mortar rounds going down left and right. Carts being shattered just as much as Soviet or German infantrymen, if not more. So both sides, or both Soviet players now having Guards infantry they're throwing at the enemy. No sign of armor though. We got a mechanized going up here for Raz. He could go for a flak half track there. And we got a Pack 40 on the way. We got a smoke screen going down here actually. Good job there, by the way. Preparing for an assault. Splendid stuff. Splendid stuff. I mean, so many players neglect doing that when they actually have a mortar right here. He's actually doing it to make it harder here, for example, for the Germans to sort of organize defense. And of course, allowing to get into heavy cover without being shot at so much. At least in this case, stop the MD, but there was still no gap here in the smoke, so not quite fully perfect, but still a good start, I would say. In this case, those German mortar fight, tearing them apart, grenades just slaughtering everybody. Huge casualties, men dying by that wall. Blood all over the place. But the Germans are quick to advance in the wake of all the death. Panzerfusilier, Volksgrenadier, and the Sturmoffizier, even as Soviet artillery continues to rain down, the Maxim has to should have up to deal with this sudden turn of events here. Hey, mortar firing, we've got more Guards there away from Formalin. Panzerfusilier, obviously, could actually try and... Oh, he popped it, but I think it was another unit though. Instead, he's getting caught. He might... Oh, grenade going off. There we go. Maxim forced away here. Nice assault there from Laz. Panzer here healing up, reinforcing. Nope. Search bar, they have plenty of armor, but no sign of any tech from. I mean, if the hat rush was maybe something they could have done a bit more. And sadly, of course, the lack of defensive preparation besides, well, a few sandbags on the west has rather left it rather further open here from assault from Laz because there are no mine, for example. But, oh, good lord, that mortar's really tearing them apart there. Almost got the entire full squad. Grenade going off. The country being forced away here. The officer continues and then falls, shaking the resolve of the German infantrymen, forcing them back with all speed and haste. Dual mortars here, by the way, from Australian Magic, adding in a small mortar battery zone. intent on shattering the Soviet morale and resolve. Raz, though, is surprisingly short on infantry. You'd expect him to have more. They got more steel components, and he must be suffering some pretty heavy casualties all the time here to sort of maintain that. But still, he's also doing some damage, I suppose, sort of in a sense works it out as long as Australian magic doesn't get crippled as well. At least they're doing a lot of damage here to the Russian guardsmen here. Very low in health, then the Panzers was basically tearing them apart there with the Sturmgewehrs, making rather short work of them. And there we go, almost got the entire unit. Heavy motor cleared out. And then I go quick about it, landing as it comes from ahead. And that was a dart, that was terrible. Still concentrating about the purpose, not seeing another unit wiped out there. No, focusing on the other conscripts, the ones not retreating, the ones standing their ground. Veteran 2 there for the Panzer, going to be increasing the accuracy and overall increasing their lethality. Or was it actually, I think it's rate of fire at Veteran 2. It's a Stormtroopers who get the accuracy bonus at Veteran 2. Anyways, we've got the assaulting continuing up, we've got Panzer with the officer in trouble. Oh, lost the officer again. Need to be careful. They should have used cover. That was a bit poor handling there from Raz, to be honest. Plus, he lost the entire officer unit this time around. We've got the Kuhwagen here, a lot of trouble. Careful, Raz. 4-6 to 4-6. Wrecked. Pioneers pushing forwards there. Mortified continues to rain down here. And we got a mechanized armor company going up for Biggy. Pioneer would like to see a tank with a tank command, at least up for either of them initially. What's going on here? We've got take up for Australian Magic, and nothing further here from Raz. We're still awfully short on infantry. Need to sort of do something about that rapidly. You can't really keep this up, and certainly can't allow Australian Magic to sort of do all the work at the moment. At least not for any prolonged period of time. Pioneers under fire though. Quick attempt to hit flank up behind and cut off resources. Always good. Always good. This, of course, here will be sort of taken on further. We'll be going for support armor core. I mean, both are an option. Both are an option for different reasons. Going for the support armor core, not of course, because there's more punch now. But of course, going for the later one might allow him sort of some bigger options in some regards for sort of dealing with later game items they're coming up from the Soviets. I mean, a Panther certainly would be better versus Soviet doctrinal armor. And of course, the Sturm Panzer, I mean, could work well versus all the infantry. In fact, we're seeing 3 Guards infantry units here. Seems like certainly some have been rather enamored with the Guardsmen after their PTRS buff. A large sweeping advance there, their green cloaks covering them and certainly also marking them out as targets, I imagine. Another push up here, Guardsmen once more leading the charge. Panzers there opening up, we got the spare Panzer caught up, he's gone for all 3 buildings already. Panzers need to get away, they're out in the open here, not really the best position to be in front of all that Guards infantry. Maxim setting up, their grenades going off for the full grenadiers. Maxim opening up. Bit of a dud grenade there. Panzers seem to have one up here. Halfway to Veterancy 3 already. Grenade off in the Maximals clearing up. Panzers need to fall back as well. Raz is just getting absolutely pummeled. And we got 2 Pack 40s up here from Australian Magic as well. By the way, could consider more Panzer Grenadier. Or he's taking up again. He is going for tier 4. He is going for tier 4. Mechanized Armor Company. Not finished. Oh dear. We got more infantry call up here. Another officer. And another unit of Panzerfusiliere. Interestingly enough, he's not actually going for any, G43s for them. They gave out 43. Second of the German semi-automatic rifles, which basically came about because the captains of Soviet ones had sort of figured out how to do it, since the fuse on the G41 was kind of bad. But Panzer was here really tearing apart those engineers. Almost Veterancy 3 there, almost Veterancy 3. Oh my god. 27 kills already. Maxim, conscripts, Guardsmen, all about. No sign of Soviet armor, though then again, not really any of the German kind. In particular, not here from Rasmus so far. Not guarding a single vehicle except the Kuhwagen. He's basically just been spending all resources tacking up. Can't help but feel that's a bit of a poor idea. I mean, he would have benefited, I think, from an early flak half-track, maybe, or Puma or Stuka as a push. But there you go. Comes to the rank, straight into the spare Panzer quarters and are quick to get out of there again. Raz here needs to be careful he doesn't get too caught up in maybe just blobbing away, which could lead him to get into some rather heavily countered if he's not careful to take all those mortars about. That could easily break him apart. Maxim is starting up German assault. Officer a bit too at the front there. Guardsman leading away, by the way, and using conscripts to merge. Good job there. Ow! Seems like Raz there is making a bit too many tactical mistakes at the moment. Again, needs to be careful. Keep the officer slightly behind the infantry, not in front of it. And certainly pay attention. And that was just a waste of good German officers' material, which was certainly becoming even shorter resource and be a rarer one in the later stages of the war. And in fact, it was not uncommon to see basically junior officers leading entire companies when it should have been, you know, a captain or higher rank. So, little fun fact there. Veteran to flee here for Australian Magic's Malta. I mean, he's definitely doing... Oh, good lord, lost it there. Rather risky position there, and he got punished for it. I mean, in particular, since the veteran fleet could have had it back further. But there you go. MG40 holding up the conscripts. Lots of action in this 2 versus 2. Heavy mortar firing away. Mechanized armor company is still not finished. Come on, Biggy. 2 guardsmen here, 2 conscripts. Mix some machine guns and mortars here for Biggy. Pulling up more forces to support Formalin, who's continuing to suffer here from assault after assault here from Raz, who's now getting Obersoldaten. And, oh, good lord, nicely landed barrels there, shattering apart the Panzerfusilier and the Volksgrenadiers, forcing a full retreat there. We got the Schwer Panzer quarters, or Heavy Panzer Corps, I mean. Been so used to saying Schwer Panzer quarters, and when you finally get the Tier 4 building from the Germans, I say occasionally that as well there. Still moving forward. The Heavy Panzer Corps up there for Australian Magic. Right now, considering the situation of Panzerwehr or the Sturmpanzer would be the optimal choice. I mean, there's basically only infantry from the Surge and the Heavy Sturmpanzer could certainly do most of that, or a Panzerwehr, I suppose, if you can get it bloody close enough without getting shot to pieces. And close air support finally used as well. Nobody wasn't, you know, overly relying on it to provide a lot of munitions. It's just so using it later on to provide air support for them to break up some assaults here and there. The Panzer going to be a veteran defeat. Grenades going off. 28 kills there to the name. Their assault rifles tearing apart those guardsmen and showing them who's the true veterans of this battle. And there we go. He's getting a Sturmpanzer for the Stupa, as the Germans actually called it. Fun fact there. Guardsmen, conscripts falling back. And Panzerfusilier, they need to get away before they're torn apart there. MG42 there, veteran C1 close to 2. Yes. Russians still maintaining a nice chunk on the map. Victory point wise, though, they are falling behind. The tactic time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation, the map is more or less evenly split, though, with a slight advantage here to the Germans, particularly in terms of victory points. The Russians are making headway. Again, they are a bit lacking sort of defensive elements, sort of try and break up the assaults a bit more efficiently instead of relying sort of just on, well, raw force, which does mean you then lack forces to sort of further continue an assault. They're also sort of a bit forgetting all the smoke they sort of previously did, and again, sort of lacking elements to sort of keep up the pressure and further push back the Germans. Of course, another big lacking is basically armor. They cancel the mechanized armor company. I fear both of them, of course, were trying to rely on doctrine, which again is something you should always be careful about, in particular if your opponent hits you with something first. And of course, with Raz, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what he's thinking here. That's clearly not going to have to worry, but clearly Australian Magic on the hand is going to go in, and he's going to hard counter the infantry in a very explosive manner. At least one can hope so there with a Sturmpanzer 4, and he could probably follow up with a Panther reasonably soon after if he gets some fuel caches up, and he probably should consider that. Right now, the Soviets need to get out some other army for that. I mean, Formalin, for example, could easily have fought something else besides the ISU there. Maybe just the mechanized armor company himself getting his S-35 to support it, or get a T-34-76 out. Same for Biggy here. I mean, he could easily get something else besides the T-30-45s there. I mean, they need to get something out in the field a bit before everything else. So that is that. For the Germans again, Raz needs to sort of keep it together with his infantry. He's wasting too much infantry at times here. I mean, he's got some good ideas, but again, at a certain point, once he sort of seems to get enough troops, it just sort of seems to go out the window. He needs to spread out his troops a bit more. He needs to get another officer, by the way, and of course needs to use them a bit more sensibly this time around. Otherwise, a Panther would be a good choice, of course, with further pressure, and again, combined with Sturmpanzer, and that could certainly give them a bit of an arm advantage right now. But again, fuel caches here for Australian Magic would be a very good choice. Another Panzer Grenadier squad, I think that is a bit more infantry for him, would also be a strong choice. A few bunkers here and there could also help them give a bit more. And of course, the fuel caches would benefit not just him, but also Raz here, of course, would then sort of get more fuel up for his equipment. He could even then maybe... No, not Yakti, no, not that. But anyways, that's rather it. I mean, an option here for the Germans, for example, would be to sort of break from the left side, get behind him, sort of cause a lot of damage, Of course, the left side is a lot more open territory. There's also a better chance of breaking through and seizing it on. Plus, they could grab the fuel point here. If they could do that, they could certainly slow down things for the Russians even more. So that might be it there. Anyways, back to the fight. Back to the fight. Guardsmen moving ahead. Others holding up there. Still 3 there and 2 for Biggy. Heavy mortar fire going down here. Imagine trying to knock out the Schwerpanzer quarters, which is certainly a tactic, but you need to get up a lot more mortars to do it sort of reasonably fast here. Guardsmen suffering still. Doing some damage. 30 kills. Down to 1 man though. Need to retreat there. Needs to retreat. There you go. Sturmpanzer for arriving.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Field gun bombarding, good job there. Oh god, the mortar, god. Australian Magic's other mortar. We've got the Sturmpanzer 4 moving ahead here. With this 150mm Howitzer. There goes, shoots, and slightly scores as Boris gets blown to bits. Another shot there as the Sturmpanzer can arcade shots. Fails to hit anything. Moves ahead though, lots of Russians though out in the open. He turns, sights its gun, and there you go. 3 guardsmen dead. Panzer doing what they can alongside the orbital Dardan. Field gun firing at it. Could turn back to deep. Another shot here. Wiping the entire, almost the entire guard unit actually. Slightly, I was perhaps a bit too hopeful then, just to see an annihilation. And someone crashed into the forest. Clearly didn't make it out alive. Orbital on them being fought, but right in front of the Maxim there. That's rather suicide there by Raz. Rather suicide in particular since he doesn't have the munition to make anything out of it. Sturmpanzer being pulled back for repairs. Guardsmen moving up here. Takes a devastating hit there from the Sturmpanzer. I mean, that's really just actually worthwhile. Just absolutely lethal. And certainly might be an argument again for more people to consider using the Sturmpanzer 4 when facing an opponent with lots of infantry, because clearly it will punish it. Conscripts, Maxims here. Biggy could try and push forwards here, and again, they lack armor. They lack something to really threaten the Sturmpanzer 4 at the moment. I mean, the field guns can work, but the Sturmpanzer 4 can also clearly clear out a field gun if you're not careful. Panzer's leading with the cannon. Quick grenade, and quick retreat. Panzer come firing 5th on the way for Raz. He needs more infantry, though. Got the Panzer grenadier moving ahead here again. He's still only got 1 unit. Oh, he's getting another one. Finally. The Russians still back to sort of maintaining a nice chunk of the map, though. They have done a lot of damage there with the mortars. Though they might be relying a bit too much on the artillery tactics sort of really break. Oh, got another heavy mortar. That might work out. Schwerpanzer quarter about to collapse. Fall apart. And there you go. Panzer dismantled, flanking the Maxim. Looks like he's not paying attention. They go negative cover. Veterans to 3 Panzer and a Ladung. Nasty combo there. Panzer was here making short work with everything.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
And there you go, armor finally arrives here for the Soviet Union. ISU and T-35 have arrived for both at the same time. That's a bit of an awkward situation there for Biggy, when he clearly could have had out much sooner. There you go, rolling head. Pack 4 ready to counter the Panther. It's just, awkward there for the Soviets. They apparently somehow managed to run straight into the Germans, everything, ready to counter them. Pack 4 is there firing. T-35 are taking hits. Panthers getting off the shots as well. Some shots bounced though. Sturmpanzer 4 rushed off again. Panzer was there close to getting wiped out. 40 kills, so 40 kills. That's the name of the Reich. I think we got some air reconnaissance going in here. Can't give me an idea, getting an idea where things are. Good job there by Australian Magic. Sturmpanzer 4 in dire repairs. We got conscripts moving ahead here. Pack 14 to slightly turn. T-35 rushing in. Panzer was need to consider. There they go. Conscripts. Oh, missed. Pack 40 opening up there. Quickly putting a dent into the T-35's health. Conscripts continue. Panzer there putting a stop to that. Sturmpanzer shoot. Doesn't really hit anything, but certainly convinces the conscripts, you know, they might still want to get out of there. Large Guardsman force. He's now got 4 of them. He's got the ISU moving in as well here. Panzer Fusilier, Orbital Dardan moving in here. Sturmpanzer would be good here. Quick grenade, I think, could also do quite well. Instead, we're seeing them force back. ISU fires on the Panther. Absolutely devastating hit there. Wiping out the Orbital Dardan. Panther taking heavy damage here, I think, from the ISU, but also the Guardsmen. Mortar fire going down, of course. And I think we also got Mark increasing damage down there. Panther running back with only a sliver of health. Aerial strike going in. Aircraft crashing down. Good lord. Skies are alive. And the ground is, well, rather on fire and dead. Crazy fight here. Panzers being rushed away. We got the ISU firing away there with massive armor-piercing rounds. Got Sturm Pioneer on the way there for Australian Magic. Ines is rushing in to repair the Sturm Panzer. Biggy should consider always setting up for another pair of T-35s, except he's got too many troops anyways at the moment, so that's not going to happen. ISU continues to fire away there. Schwerpanzer quarters kaput. Got another assault up here, not going to charge him. It looks like he already, Australian Magic is realizing he might not attack again, or try to at least pull up some position, make it cover more. In this case, though, happens. T-35s there might come under fire. And again, moves up beyond the arc of fire, unable to respond here fully. Need to be careful, don't get too close to get hit by, say, an anti-tank rifle next from the Panzerfusilier. Sturmpanzer moving in. Shot fired. Missed. ISU turns about here. Need to switch over to high explosive rounds. He's going to deal with the infantry and the anti-tank guns, otherwise he's going to do very little there. I mean, it's great with armor rounds versus vehicles, but again, be sure to use the right rounds versus the right targets, which does seem to be something a few ISU commanders have a bit of a hard time today. In fact, it suffered some pretty serious engine damage there. T-5s bringing in. Panzer getting off some damage as well, though. Almost affects into one, in fact, due to the armor damage inflicted there. Gets into one there to hit the T-35. Still no high explosive rounds. We got, oh, I think, there we go. Cannon and focus strike. ISU kaput. Brewed up.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Smoke going down, but much too late here. Much too late. They got the Sturmpanzer here firing away. Could of course use the bunker busting barrage. RW taking a lot of damage, they're forced away. Crazy fight. Aircraft need to be careful there. They're taking a lot of flak from the German positions. At the same time, Panzer is continuing up here. Catching the Soviet mortar crews. Max needs to quickly turn about and deal with that. Garsman moving up to repel the infantry assault here. 40 kills still on the Panzer Grenadier. 41. Need to get into cover though, or get out before they're torn apart. There we go. Meanwhile, Formalin continues up here, undeterred. Panther counterattacks. With so many guardsmen. Seems to be relying a bit too much here on just holding up. Sending some damage, but at the same time not quite having the effect he's hoping. There we go. Close air support going in there. Luftwaffe escapes all the bastards, sending them running. Sturmpanzer there being repaired. Can't quite arrive yet to deal with all the Russian infantry. Here we go. That's what going MG42 on its own. Incendiary rounds might have helped them, but ultimately it's not enough. There's just too many of them, and there's not enough here to sort of slow them back. So the MG4 is going to be pushed back. He might even get wiped out though. It looks like the Sturmpanzer has been rushed away. We've got a Panther on the way now for Australian Magic as well, adding in further armour to the proceedings. Maxim starting up the assault there. MG lost, coup secured by the Russian. In fact, 2 MG42s there. That's bad news. Looks like they're not quite moving the move. And the Sturmpanzer shoots and, well, doesn't quite score, but certainly kills someone. 25 kills. 28. Almost veteran G2. Lars makes a bit of progress here. Seizes a field gun. Getting some Stukas of Fuß there. Sturmpanzer rolls back. Looks like he's trying to wreck the MG42 to ensure they don't fall into enemy hands.
It's time for action.
The Russian strategy certainly seems to have some flaws. Again, it's a common one, but again, some players are beginning to learn that there seems to be more than 1 versus 1 and 2 versus 2. Some people are still sticking to it incredibly zealously and not moving away from the whole, you know, using the doctors only for armor mostly. So that's the stuff that might be needed to learn there. Panzer getting torn apart here. The T-35 got knocked out by something. I'm guessing the Pack-40 here basically gave it a good dose of German medicine. Panther here versus a lot of guardsmen again, taking damage. Marked vehicle, only making it easy here. Slowly eating his way through the armor and the health. Forcing the Panther away. If only Raz had a Storm Tiger. That might be a bit much. Now his Storm Panther advances, shoots, and gets a good hit there. Wipes out several guardsmen, leaving them dead in a crater. And right here, I think Biggy's making a big mistake. Climbing up his infantry, and it shoots. Oh my god, so many dead. Gains 32. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hit on mine there, but that's the only grace that the Soviets got. A hit on mine, otherwise it would have torn through them. Stuka's comes way too late there. The Sturmpanzer stole its glory. Got another Schwerpanzer Corps going up here for Raz. The Russian assault seems to be faltering. Now he goes for a mechanized armor company again. In fact, so is Formalin. Both now desperate for Israeli 5s to save their hides. As this Sturmpanzer 4 tears their guard streams apart.
The machine and gewehr team is awaiting orders.
Now the MD-42 there for Australian Magic, apparently not intent on accruing the ones lost here. Feels a bit wasteful to me, but there you go. Oh! Quick air reconnaissance move straight to the base, and a quick strike from the Luftwaffe leaves many more dead or wounded. Getting a Katyusha, an interesting decision there, an interesting decision. Not what I would get, considering there's 2 Panthers and a Sturmpanzer 4 wreaking absolute havoc on the infantry on the battlefield. But that was, of course, ultimately Biggy's decision. I guess, of course, he wanted to deal with the infantry, but, you know, there's still the armour to deal with. Assault up here again. Raz really needs to work. His infantry tactically he's learned to spread out his men a bit more. Guardsmen counter-attack. Another airstrike here. Interesting enough, again, a tank battalion command here with maybe a half-fracture support anti-aircraft support would have been helpful, but apparently that was not the case, in their opinion. There you go. Biggy gets a Katyusha. He needs to get some more T-45s, though. I imagine Formalin might be aiming for another ISU here, but they're losing territory and victory points. And men. Lots of men.
Standing by. Ready for orders.
The predecessor of the Sturmpanzer 4 actually fought in Stalingrad. It was sort of a, well, it's basically a Stuka that rather looked the same, but still wasn't quite the same. It was basically a modified Stuka with a infantry gun of the heavier kind, not the 10mm, as you know, but the 15mm. Oh, good lord, another devastating hit! 7 kills! 7 kills! It's just tearing things apart! Ah!
200 points.
That's criminal! 52 kills! If that crew ever gets caught by the Russians, I don't think they're going to make it back to the prison camps. Devastating. Panther advances, they're tearing apart the guardsmen. They have no resistance here. Field gun a bit outmaneuvered over here already, so there's not much to do else there. In fact, the Sturmpanzer moves back. It's toast. But the Sturmpanzer has long since moved away here, unable to help. Panther, in fact, could risk being lost here if Raz is not careful. I mean, he's exposing the rear armor to the anti-tank rifle. The last hit is marked. Israeli 5 here on the way for Formalin. The other pair of T5s here for Biggy. Big 2 points not looking good. All 3 under command of Sarai. Unit got wiped out here. Oh, he lost his veteran to 3 Panzer Grenadier. They shall be remembered as true heroes of Germany. Absolutely insane fight. T-35s are rolling about, ready to crash into the German lines. That's one of the hopes of collapsing them and making their way to Berlin. But so far, they only seem to be making headway towards Gulag. Sturmpanzer rolling down here. Got the H-5 here arriving for Formalin. Panther moving about here. Basically, the Germans seem to be predicting everything's going to happen here. Too much there. In fact, no, he's actually abandoning it, but seems to be sort of predicting again. They're basically launching everything. Of course, now with everything coming here, of course, they're sort of further over there. Sturmpanzer takes some hits. Airstrikes going in. Katyusha. Grenades. Good lord. Panther arrives here. Looks like the Sturmpanzer will back out. 8 Stukas was flying in as well.
They only have 10 points remaining.
And there goes Stukas for striking in. Doing not a lot of damage though. 4 points left. Pack 40's ready as well. And GG. Game over there. A loss to the Soviet Union despite an rather impressive attempt there, just spamming Garsman. And again, while they have been buffed, they're clearly not that good either. Some nice play there from Australian Magic. Raz also makes good moves, but again, I think he had a lot of issues there with his infantry play, and that's clear, I think, an area he needs to work on, you know. Spread them out a bit more, considering the positioning of the infantry. Again, the officers should be slightly behind the infantry, not at the very front there, and he's only going to get them killed away. So that's some problems there for Raz. Also, I think he teched too far, too quickly. I mean, he got all 3 buildings that quickly. Not good. He should have gone in something in between there. I think that would served him much better. But Australian Magic here, really some good use of his machine guns, mortars, and of course that Sturmpanzer 4 turned out to be absolutely fiendish. And of course those Panzer Grenadiers themselves were also pretty good as long as they lived. So I mean, some good play there from Australian Magic. Could have done with some fuel caches, but overall nicely played there. Good use of the close air support doctrine as well, not just relying on initially already just to sort of spam munitions, but actually using it for some good strikes here and there. So nicely played by Australian Magic as well. Formalin and Biggy, okay, some good smoke use, but really I think that was one part they should have kept it up with, more smoke usage rather than just a little. They think like just too much on the high explosive of the mortars, but also just a bit more brute force. And while they initially did well, they weren't really able to capitalise again. That's the thing. You don't just rely on call-ins, and particularly not if you're sort of leading a in terms of map control and all that, then you need to follow up quickly with the armour. Instead, they did the exact opposite, which basically ensured they could be pushed back and then the enemy could bring up armour. And in this case, of course, they brought it up faster and then they could bring in their doctrinal armour. So that was really, again, you know, a strategic gap which seems to increasingly be there with the Soviets again, which they need to overcome, and they sort of really want some, you know, better chances there. So it's really a gap there that needs to sort of, well, be removed from the Soviet mindset. So in that regard, I mean, they rather set themselves up for it by, again, just basically waiting for T-35s and the ISU. Tragic mistake there. But some nice play overall, and a really explosive fight with aircraft crashing down everywhere, infantry getting absolutely blown to smithereens. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it goes on the own matches. If you did, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send me some feedback in the comment section. If this is Imperial Dancing, cheers and thank you all for watching. Bye.